Hey, leader, welcome. So happy you pressed play today because I want to talk about chaos. For those of you who are tired of the chaos, and what is that chaos? Why are we experiencing this chaos? And how do we seek or become the calm? The calm that I have been searching for is not outside of me, it's within me. But when the world outside of me is clamoring for my attention, it is begging for my attention. There are problems that I have to solve everywhere I go because I am in leadership. Every time I turn on the television or I get on Twitter or I get on Instagram, I am inundated with information. And all of that energy is not my energy, it is outside of me. All of that energy is impacting me. It's impacting my spiritual body. It's impacting my emotional body. It's impacting my mental body. It is impacting the way I think, what I believe, and what I say. Unconsciously, all of this energy is impacting me one way or another. And so think about for you the chaos that you're experiencing. Right? Is it frenetic energy? Is it static? Is it anxiousness? Is it worrisome? Is it even sadness? Right? So we experience this energy in our bodies, and then physiologically, there are neurochemicals that cascade in our bodies that translate into feelings. Right? So when I am in a group of loud, energetic people. And I just experienced that when I went back home for the weekend, back home where I was raised in Laredo. And I was surrounded by the most loving, exceptional humans on this planet. I mean, I love them to death, but I can only withstand certain time frames with my people because the energy is so high. And for me, even though I'm in leadership, I have to take energy in small doses. I have to pace myself. That's just my energetic body. I don't know about for you. Maybe you're an energizer bunny and you don't care and you're not impacted by others' energies like I am. But if you are in any way feeling the chaotic, frenetic, static energy, and what I mean by static is just the static that you hear sometimes on a radio tuner, right? It's that static is what I'm referencing. If you are experiencing that kind of energy and you are incorporating it, you are imbuing it and you are feeling some kind of way about it. I just want for you to know first and foremost, you have more control than you think on how you regulate that energy, how you regulate your system. Now, for those of you who are like, I don't even care what you're talking about, I thrive in chaos. Good, keep moving. For those of you leaders who are like, I used to be able to handle this, and now, as I'm maturing in this role, I don't want to. I don't want to experience that chaos that Denise is describing to me. I want to be the calm that I've been seeking. I want to show up in my leadership role calm, cool, collected. I want to be the anchor. So when the ocean, huh? When there is a thunderstorm, where there is raging seas called the organization, I'm going to be the anchor because I'm going to be able to plummet to the depths of the ocean floor. And I'm going to be able to plummet down below where everything underneath the surface is calm. I want to be the calm that I've been seeking because I have been taught by well intended leaders before me, by some mentors, even my parents, watching them in chaos, in this frenetic energy, causing so much energetic uproar. I want to be the anchor so that when the seas are out of control and it is a raging, manic sea, and there is a thunderstorm, there are peaks and valleys on the ocean surface, I'm going to be the anchor because I don't want to be impacted. I don't want to keep being impacted by other people's energies. I don't want to keep being impacted by what Twitter has said about so and so. I don't want to be impacted by what is happening in the news. I want to be the anchor. You see, because this chaos, even though I was able to handle this in my youth, I'm now at a point in my career where I don't want to do that anymore. Now I want to see my role in this calm, even like a sage, wise leader. I want to be able to come into this leadership practice feeling confident, feeling like I've been there, done that, and I have a few things to say about it. And I'm actually really calm in these situations because I've seen a lot, been through a lot, and now I get to be the anchor. Before, I was on that raging ocean surface. You bet I was. I may have instigated some of those thunderstorms. I may have instigated some of those raging seas, but now, at this point in my career, we're not doing that. Been there, done that. Don't care to do it again because of what it has done to my body, what it has done to, you know, my experience as a leader. I've seen what that does to my body. I've seen what that does to others. I've seen what that does and how that impacts my team. I don't want to do that anymore. How about I decide right here, right now, while I'm listening to Denise, right here, right now, I decide to become the anchor because I'm tired of the chaos. I'm tired of feeling out of control. I'm tired of being at the effect of others' energies and others' problems and others' dramas. I want to be the anchor. So when you come into my space, when I lead you every day, when you come into my office, you are going to feel the energy of the anchor. I am solid, my friend. I'm solid. This boat won't move anywhere. I am solid. I am buried in the ocean floor until you get me up, but I'm here and no, nothing is going to get me up until I say it's time to go back up to the surface. So the anchor whew, is what I have been practicing for the last 8, 9 months. The anchor. I want to be that anchor for you. I want to be that anchor for my family. I want to be that anchor for my community members. I want to be the anchor for my constituents. I want to be the anchor for my stakeholders. I'm rock steady, you see. Nothing's going to sway me anymore. I am rock solid. You all can be up there on the surface of the ocean fighting it out. But when you're ready to seek wisdom and you're ready to seek my sage advice as a leader, then count on the anchor, bet on the anchor, because I'm going to be right here. And by the way, when those seas quiet down and when the ocean is still and quiet and that thunderstorm has passed through, you're going to get a glimpse of what I feel like every day. You're going to get a moment of truth. And that's what I feel every day. Don't you want to feel this way? And that's where you get to model the excellence for your people. This is where you get to show them this is an anchor and this is how we handle drama, trauma, problems, fires. This is how an anchor stays solid and predictable and dependable and reliable. So if you're tired of the chaos and you want to lead differently because you're ready to experience something different and you're ready to lead in a different way, then join me in being the anchor for your organization, for your nonprofit, for your board of directors, for your fill in the blank. It's the anchor that brings this energy of stability. It's like, yo, you all could be raging out here, but I'm going to be rock solid because I've done the work to be the stability that this community or this organization or even this family needs. It's being the anchor. So if you're tired of the chaos like I have been for the last 9 months or so, then join me in practicing this symbolism, this idea of being the anchor. What would that look like for you? Can you imagine if you showed up one day like not even wanting to partake in the drama. So when your team comes to you with all the gossip, all the trauma, all the drama, and you just surprise them with, "Let's take a moment. I know you're feeling all kinds of things right now. You're probably really angry. Yeah, I hear that. I see that. I feel it. But now let's try something different because what we've been doing, reacting in leadership, reacting to the chaos, reacting to the fires, has not worked out for us. I don't know about you, but my body doesn't want to experience that anymore. So, how about we do this differently? How about we take a pause? How about we contemplate our actions before we take action? Remember, this is contemplative leadership style. It's like the symbol for this leadership style is the anchor. It's like I'm down below. Listen, that ocean floor may have different depths, right? But that anchor will land where it needs to land. And best believe that you can go even deeper if you go further out into the ocean. Best believe you'll be able to anchor anywhere you go. No matter how deep you go, you get to be that anchor for yourself and for others. Hallelujah. My goodness. Can you imagine a leader showing up with this peaceful, stable, secure, safe energy? Your employees are going to, yes, they're going to clap. They're not going to clap back, but they're going to clap. They're going to go golf clap. Yes, please. More of that because that's what we need. Because when I leave this organization, I don't feel safe. But when I show up here in your energy, in your leadership style, in this very specific contemplative leadership style, which you are demonstrating to me every day, ooh, I feel safe. And when I feel safe, ooh, let's go. Let's go all the way to the top. Let's run as fast as we can because you got me. Because my leader you have me. You got me. That's the energy that I want for you to purposely, intentionally, deliberately bring into the organization. Listen, just like, outside of your workplace, that so much beyond our control, right? There's so much that's beyond our control, even in the organization, so much beyond our control. So what can you control? Your energy, how you show up in the organization, how you influence others to think of you in your presence, right? Like that's the influence that we have as leaders. We don't micromanage, we don't coerce, we don't manipulate, but we surely can influence with our energetic bodies. And so this is where the anchor is so exciting to me. It's like I want to be the anchor in my family. Come to me with all your problems. Come to me with all the drama. Go ahead, come to me. Your brain is in chaos. Your body and your nervous system is in chaos. I get it. Now, come into my presence so that I can show you what it feels like to be stable, to be rock solid, to be rock steady, to be reliable and dependable, right? I want for you to feel safe and secure here. So, armor's down, right? They take off their armor and they feel your energy and they also can hear it through the words that you're expressing, right? Your nonverbals, even with your arms and your legs and your body movements. So they are experiencing this energy of calm. Don't you want that for yourself, leader? Let's do that for ourselves first before we demonstrate this to our employees. So, this idea of the anchor, I've been playing with. So when I enter a room, when I enter a boardroom, when I enter a Zoom room even, I am intentional in the energetic body that I'm bringing to that meeting. And especially when I am talking to corporate buyers, they're fun. If you're watching, I love you all. They have so many things going on and I'm coming in stable, calm, ready to serve, knowing, confidently knowing what I can do for their leaders and their teams. I get to show up in a room and immediately they feel the energy of security, stability, safety, calm. So I want to invite you to practice this for yourself this week. I want for you to intentionally think of yourself as that anchor, right? I spent a lot of time on the water with my dad as a little girl, either the river on a rowing boat, paddle boat, or in the lake. We had a lake there in our town, and spent a lot of time. He and all around Texas, like we were everywhere that had water. And so we spent a great deal of time in the water. And so for me, it's just so cathartic that I get to experience that in my mind's eye now as an adult. I get to use that symbolism of the anchor, that although that boat is out of control and the people in that boat are scared out of their minds, they don't know what's going to happen. It's out of control. The water is choppy. It's just scary, right? A storm has come through, and we've been caught in rainstorms with my dad many times. And the fear that would come up for us was, oh my God, I'm going to drown, right? That's the feeling when you are on this boat and you may have a floating device, right? A safety device, but that's not going to be able to save you from that raging water. But when you get to intentionally come into any circumstance, any context, any situation, either personal or in your organization, you get to embody, imbue what that feels like to be the anchor. It's like, that's okay. I know. I know you all are experiencing this at the surface. I get it. I've been there, done that. By the way, I've actually caused some of those storms. Yep. I've been there, done that too. But now I get to come and drop down like an anchor would to keep that boat from veering off hundreds of miles away. We are rock steady and deeply embedded in this floor, and we are going to practice what it feels like to be safe, to be calm, to be secure. We're going to demonstrate that through our words, through our nonverbal language. We're going to be able to communicate clearly. And I'm going to show you what it's like to be the anchor so that you can go become the anchor, either in your departments or in your families or wherever you take a leadership role. You will be able to demonstrate and practice what I am showing up into the organization, fully embodying the anchor. That's what I want for you. And I invite you to practice that this week and then share with me any insights on how this feedback, right? The impact that you being an anchor gives to your departments, your employees, because I would love to hear their reactions and how you feel in this calm, steady, confident, dependable, reliable way as a leader. You deserve it. So does your team. All right, leader. Before I let you go, follow me on LinkedIn or Instagram at Dr. Denise Simpson. I am always eager to hear from you, always. And I also want to invite you to check out my new program. It's called the Universal Leader, where we practice contemplative leadership style. I said that so quickly. Contemplative leadership style. So we have the Universal Leader principles that we cover, and it's a 12-week container. So you come in, come out, and move on with your life. And so it is going to be transformational. So if you are burnt out, you're exhausted, you're apathetic, you want peace, you're looking for peace, we're going to start with you, leader, inside the Universal Leader. So I invite you to head over to drdenisesimpson.com/universal, or just head to my main page, click on that tab that says the Universal Leader. Join me. Doors are going to be wide open on June 17th. So that's coming up very, very soon. I cannot wait to serve you, leader. And I cannot wait to talk to you more about you being the anchor amidst the chaos in your life, in your family, or in your organization. Thank you so much for your time. I'm wishing you a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on our next episode. Take good care. Bye.